Yeah, welcome to our classroom. Here we are going to discuss about the magnetic effect of electric current. So what will happen if a current passing through a wire? Yes, in the last chapter we have dealt with only the current. Now we are moving on to current is related to magnetic field or the magnetic field is related to current. So assume that this scale is carrying some current, this is carrying some current. So if carry some current, right, in the perpendicular direction the magnetic field will be produced, right, where the perpendicular direction, yes, for for if I am showing like that it will be easy. So this is the straight line conductor, the magnetic field will be produced in that circle in shape, right, which is perpendicular to this one. What is called perpendicular? Exactly 90 degree, right. So it will be acting exactly 90 degree to the current, or the magnetic field is exactly 90 degree to the current. Now we move on to the our what are the topics covered in the chapters. We can move now. So you can able to see my laser point, right? Yes, yes. The magnetic effects of electric current. What are the topics we are going to cover in these chapters? The first one, these are all the basic of these chapters. The first one is Oersted experiment. From that experiment only we are going to deal with how the current and magnetic field are interrelated to each other, and after that what is called magnetic field we are going to see. And the next one is magnetic field lines. In that magnetic field lines we are going to see about the properties of magnetic field lines, right. And the next one we will have the magnetic field due to current carrying conductor. If a current carrying conductor carries some current, then what about the magnetic field, right. And here the next one is using this one we have move on to this one. So magnetic field due to current through a straight conductor. This is we are simply we are saying carrying a conductor, but here this is the through a straight conductor. So what is the magnetic field produced due to current through a straight conductor. So using this concept we are going to apply here, right. So here we will have some concepts and here we will have some concepts, right. And next one is we have right hand thumb rule. So which gives the direction of magnetic field, right. The current and magnetic field direction can be able to find out by using right hand thumb rule. By using this one we can go for this one, this concept, the magnetic field due to current through a circular loop, right. So using this basic principle we are going to see these concepts, right. And using this circular loop, what is the application? Solenoid, okay. So this is a basic, that basic we are going to see this concept. From this concept what is the application is solenoid, right. And the next one is the force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. That is, a force will be developed when a current carrying a conductor in a magnetic field, right. So here we have given current as well as magnetic field. At the output we have the force. That force we can say that by the way of the basic principle of Fleming's left hand rule. This Fleming's left hand rule is the basic of this one, right. Or in your textbook how they are given some activity, from that they are explaining about what is Fleming's left hand rule. So this Fleming's left hand rule is the base of this one. Using this one, what is the application? Electric motor we are going to see, right. And the next one we have the electromagnetic induction. So what is electromagnetic induction we are going to see, and what is Fleming's right hand rule. So using these two rule we are going to apply this rule in electric generator, right. And the next one is we have domestic electric circuits. So from that we are going to see about what is called short circuiting, what is called overloading. So from that we are going to see in that domestic electric circuits, right. So these are the outlook that we can say this simply as concept map, yes, right. We can move on today is about this Oersted experiments and magnetic field lines. Yes, I hope somehow you get some ideas about this topic, right. Yes, thank you. Yes, moving on to the first concept we have Oersted experiment. What is called Oersted experiment? Yes, it is relating current and magnetic field. How? So for that I am going to do some small demonstration for you, right. Assume that this is a conductor, this PVC pipe is a conductor. for this pipe, okay, for this conductor I am going to apply some current through some voltage. So, the current is passing now. Now, the magnetic field will be produced as like that, yes. So, this is the magnetic field which exactly perpendicular to the current direction. So, if I am showing like that, you will not be able to understand, for that I am going to change, yes. So, this is this PVC pipe is called current flow, yes, the current flowing in that PVC pipe, and this one is magnetic field. So, which will form in circular in shape, which is exactly perpendicular to the current direction, right. Okay. Now, move on to our concept. The first one, Oersted experiment. In that Oersted experiment, we are going to use compass needle. What is compass needle? Yes. So, the compass needle is just like a bar magnet. It has both north pole and south pole, right. So, here I have drawn the compass needle, typical diagram for compass needle. Its point out north and this one point out south, okay. So, which is very typical to bar magnet, yes, okay. So, what is Oersted observed from this experiment? The interrelation between current and magnetic field, both are interrelated to each others, right. So, here we have, and here we have battery, and that battery is connected to one resistance, and here we have one conductor, X, Y is a conductor, and this ABCD is a plane of paper, and here I am going to use one compass needle, right. As we have studied in the last chapter, the current flow is always from positive terminal to negative terminal. Therefore, the current direction is from positive terminal to negative terminal, right. Now, think about how the current is flowing in that paper, into the paper or out of the paper. Yes, of course, it is flowing into the paper, yes, for that I note down here into the paper, right. Okay. The current is passing into the paper, right, and nearby I have placed one compass needle, right. So, what will happen? Due to this current, there is some deflection takes place in that compass needle. Actually, this compass needle should be exactly placed as like that, this one like that, it will be placed, the north pole and south pole will be placed like that. While passing current, it get deflection towards east direction, it get deflected in the east direction, right, for your right side, okay. For that only I showed here north pole, south pole, this is east and this is west direction, right. So, this compass needle will deflected towards in the east direction, right, and here the deflection is due to the magnetic field which is produced by this conductor which carries the current, right. So, due to passing current, the current produces the magnetic field. Due to that magnetic field, this compass needle is deflected. This is the concept here. So, why the compass needle is deflected? Due to the magnetic field produced by a current carrying conductor. Yes, this is the first concept here. And now, if you are changing the polarity, here we have positive terminal, right. So, look at here the negative terminal, positive terminal, negative terminal, positive terminal. Now, how the current flow takes place from the positive terminal to negative terminal, right. The current flow from the positive terminal to negative terminal, right. The current flow from the positive terminal to negative terminal. So, now look at here the same procedure, but the current flow in the out of the paper, right, it is ejecting out from the paper, right. Yes, so that is called, we are saying that out of the paper. When the current flow from the bottom to top, right, that time the compass needle get deflected in the west direction. Even though if you are placing the same compass needle in this side, it will be deflected in the west direction, right. Yes. So, what is the concept number 2 here we have? See, the first concept is this deflection of the compass needle is due to magnetic field, and if you are comparing here, the deflection of the compass needle is change the direction. Why? Because we are changing or reversing the current. Yes, this is the concept 2 here. Yes, the first concept is the deflection is due to magnetic field, the deflection is get changed, the direction get changed. Why? Because we are reversing the current, right. This is concept 2. Now, the concept 3 is, if you are increasing the current value in that circuit, the current values increase, what will happen? Yes, the magnetic field also increases. Because current increases, magnetic field is also increases. So, we are observing three different concepts here. The first one is we are producing magnetic field when we are passing a current through a conductor, right. The second concept, the deflection of the compass needle change the direction due to reversing the current direction. And third concept, here current increases, magnetic field also increases. These three are the main concepts here, right. Now, we move on to this diagram. So, these are all the compass needle which are lying in the imaginary circle, okay, which lies in the imaginary circle with respect to this diagram, right. There is no diagram in your textbook, this kind of diagram, but try to understand what I am going to tell you, right. Here we have compass needle, right. If you are placing the compass needle exactly where the position, yes, assume that this one, okay, the compass needle get deflected in the east direction. Suppose if you are placing this compass needle here, the deflection of, see, look at here, all the north pole is deflecting towards, in the east direction, right. So, all the north pole, what will happen is same in the same direction, right. So, every north pole will look like that. So, for that we can draw the magnetic field direction also. So, here I show the current flow into the paper, right, from top to bottom. These concentric circles indicating magnetic field, these concentric circles are indicating magnetic field. Look at the direction which is in the clockwise manner, right. Yes, because how to understand, these north poles are like that, yes, towards in the clockwise direction, right, and there is a rule for them, I will explain. And for the second case, if I am changing the direction of current, what will happen? The deflection also change, right. So, look at here, all the north poles are rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. So, look at here, the current direction from the bottom to top, that is called, we are saying that out of the paper. So, look at here, the magnetic field direction in the clockwise manner, but here the magnetic field direction in the anti-clockwise manner, right. How to remember this one, this diagram? Yes, for that diagram we have to apply right hand thumb rule. I have my right hand, yes. The first case, what is the case? We have the current flow in the downward direction. So, I invert my right hand as like that, this thumb indicating current direction and the rest of the fingers indicating magnetic field. How it is moving? Clockwise, right. So, these are all moving in clockwise direction. And what is the second diagram we have? Out of the paper, right. Yes, out of the paper means the current direction from bottom to top. So, that time I have this one, my thumb indicating current direction and the rest of the fingers, how it moving? Anti-clockwise direction. Only by using right hand thumb rule we can identify the direction of magnetic field as well as current here. Yes, I hope you understand well. Yes.